everyone. Welcome back to the Regents podcast. I'm Ellyn,
I'm Aja.
and this is a podcast we started after we quit our 9 to 5s to pursue our passions. Follow along. Wait, it
The
sounds
second
like
I
tinny.
said
Is
to
that
the
me? That's me, the tinniness, I think. Oh, shush.
Okay.
I need to bring the microphone closer so
Shish.
it's not,
Chicken
it's not like
shish.
the reaction.
Girl.
We have so much to talk about. But the one thing I
Yes.
just really quickly wanted to ask you, speaking of
Oh
microphones.
my gosh, this feels silly.
Well, no, it's speaking of microphones. It's like when I think about
Okay.
like singers and I see them perform, their lips are like, I don't
Uh-huh.
want to get lip gloss on my microphone. Their lips are like,
Yeah. Yes.
So are you literally lip touching a microphone when you're performing?
Sometimes, yes. I wouldn't say most times. It also depends on your levels too. So when you just said like eat the mic, I was like, no problem. Because that's literally like when
Is
you're
that a
singing and you
phrase?
want to be in like,
Oh, look at
yeah,
you.
that's
That's so
that's a
good.
phrase.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's definitely a phrase.
Look at me just off the dome.
So like on your personal mic, so like when I'm performing, I'll have my personal mic. Sometimes I have like a guest mic for another singer, or if someone wants to say something, like whatever, that's for guests. That's why I'm like, this is my baby. My mic is
Okay.
mine. I can't let you use it. I'm sorry. Because I'm on it, saliva, all that type of
Yeah.
stuff gets in it. So you do want to eat it. This particular mic is great. It's a dynamic microphone.
Okay.
So for the most part, I feel like, could you still hear me if I'm kind of like this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, like for the most part, it's kind of like not unidirectional, but multi-directional, I
Okay.
think. Sound technicians, please don't come for me. That is not my forte. But but it's like you can kind of speak into it from the sides or whatever, obviously
Okay.
to a certain extent, and you'll hear it clearly. But you do want to eat it because that's when you get all like the nuances of your voice and different timbres and tones that maybe you wouldn't hear if you weren't as close to it like this.
Okay. Oh, that makes
Yeah.
okay. That's so interesting because I was like,
Yeah.
I was thinking, I'm like, why are they like touching the microphone with their mouth? Like, doesn't it get dirty? How do you clean
Mic.
it? Do you have to take
I
the
just,
cap part off?
no, I don't
What,
do
does
all
your
that.
lip
I
gloss get
kind of
in
just
there?
wipe it. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, my red lipstick is on the mic at the end of the night.
Oh, my
But
Lanta.
I kind of wipe it down.
Okay.
I was looking for this actually just like a couple weeks ago. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
what's a proper way that one could thoroughly clean the mic
Okay.
without damaging it, obviously. And this particular mic I'm using is a Shure SM58. That's like the kind of holy grail.
Oh,
It's
the
like
Shure. The
it's
Shure mics are the
inexpensive. It's
nice
the
mics.
Shure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This mic is like I'm using it for the podcast. I use it to perform. Like it's my everything mic.
Oh my gosh.
But um but yeah. I
Okay.
don't know how to do that's just what I do.
Oh,
Somebody please let me know if
interesting.
I'm doing this wrong.
Yeah, you can
I'm probably
comment
damaging it.
below. Tell us what Audra's doing wrong. Oh
Tell
my
me where I went
God.
astray and
Oh
I'll
my
fix it.
Lanta.
That.
I'm like trying to stay close to my microphone because I don't want it to have that
I
like
see that.
echoey
I can
sound.
hardly see your lips now.
I know I'm trying to stay
But
close. I feel like if I'm right here,
yeah.
it's okay, right? It sounds all right.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
No, you
I'm also
sound
trying to
great.
not breathe
Nice and
into the
crystal.
microphone because, like,
Please don't.
do you hear that? I hate
This
that.
will become a different type of podcast.
Like ASMR.
Right. Oh my gosh. I get so annoyed from all these videos. People chopping like
I hate
and
it.
I'm
Oh
just
my God.
like,
On
oh my gosh,
lives,
this is too
there's
much.
literally, you'll just be scrolling and out of nowhere, there's like this, like, it looks like you're in some kind of like alien womb and it's like the colors are so strange and there's like this weird looking person and they're just like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, what are you
What
doing?
is
What are
happening?
you doing? You know what? It's probably because
It's
we are
too
not,
much.
we're not react, like we don't react to ASMR sounds. It's like not for us.
I guess so. Maybe that's what it is. It's not for us.
Can I tell
But
you though?
what?
I did watch this massage guy on
Mm-hmm.
TikTok and Instagram. He goes by Leaf Massage. He's based here in LA. And he has like a client
Uh-huh.
roster of real people that he works with, but he also works with like creators, influencers, and he does like a free massage in exchange for him being able to
Oh,
film them and film the
okay.
massages. and it's like very risque,
Okay.
barely like, when he does like, the material, like the blanket covering someone or whatever, like
Yeah.
he might just have like it folded right over their butt crack and then the rest of their back and whole body is exposed. So you understand why it's
Oh,
like
wow.
influencers or
Okay.
whatever, but like he's doing like a
Yeah.
full body massage. So he never really has the body covered. So he goes from like your calf to your shoulder. Like he works the whole side of your
Okay.
body. Anyway,
Wow.
just to give you some idea of like visually what it looks like. So, cause I'm like, I don't want anyone
Yeah.
to see me watching this because it's basically like naked bodies. But
Right.
basically, I will literally like be laying down at night and like going to bed and like his stuff will come up and then I'll just go to his page
Yeah.
and like I'll watch 5 minutes, 10 minutes of his videos and I'm so relaxed. I'm so
Really? Of
relaxed.
him
Yeah.
massaging
Of
somebody
him
else.
massaging someone else.
Huh.
It's like something about it. So that's why I was talking about this the other day with my friend
Interesting.
Alex. I was like, something about it. I guess I can understand the ASMR of like it's enjoyable to people
Yeah.
because they enjoy it. Like it doesn't make sense to me, but like it works for them. Like me watching this guy massage other people, in my mind, the like
Yeah.
relaxation state that I get from getting a massage,
Oh,
like I get it
gosh.
when I'm watching these
Second to
videos.
none.
Yeah,
Right.
it's
Okay.
crazy. Isn't that weird
Wow.
though?
That's
I
that's
feel like it's strange to watch someone
intriguing.
massage somebody, but he's got a lot of
But
followers, so
there's
I'm not
something to
alone.
be said.
Yeah,
Yeah, right. I was just going to say he's obviously doing this for a reason. That's why he has a whole
exactly.
program.
And I went to his account. I went to his site, and he's booked up. He's booked and busy, so I can't even go to him.
Oh, darn. Ellen's going to get that free massage one day and
Oh my
you
god,
guys will all see her.
I'm like, please. I just want to be getting free like
Oh,
wellness services. I want to get the
across the board.
the hair wash thing. Have you seen these videos of people getting their hair washed?
Didn't you?
It's like
No,
Japanese,
that was somebody
Korean. It
else.
depends on who you like, which account
Oh,
you watch. It's like the
yes.
Japanese hair treatment or the Korean hair treatments.
I've seen this. It's like a scalp massage and
Yes.
all this other type.
And they get
Yes.
all the
Oh
gunk
my
off of
God.
your scalp. I
Well,
just washed my hair, like I wash my hair once a week. So I washed my hair
mm-hmm.
yesterday and I literally had to shampoo like 3 times because I had like used a lot of dry
Build up.
shampoo. And I'm like,
Okay.
I know for a fact my scalp would benefit from these like Japanese, Korean, like I don't know, like depending on who you watch on TikTok, it's like this is a Korean hair treatment. This is the Japanese hair
Oh,
treatment. I'm like, I don't know where it's coming from, but I want to go.
okay. But I want to go.
I want
Go
to
to
be there.
Tokyo
Like
or,
truly.
or Seoul,
Yeah. I mean, I just got to go to K
whichever.
Town here in LA.
Oh, or that works.
All the good stuff is in K Town.
I'm sure it is.
Because
And
I
at
went,
this moment,
yeah.
Sacred, you could send us a package and we'll try out your product.
Oh my God. I DM'd
See
Nancy because I saw that she
in
got
advance.
it.
Yes.
And I was
Yes,
like,
she did.
she was like, they got me. I was like, okay, well, give us a review. Like,
They got
tell the people.
they got her right away. Like
Yeah.
right away. She didn't wait any time. I think it was like February 20th, which is the day that the whole thing came out. And she was like, "Oh, I'm like, "Girl, you don't even wash your hair." Like she does she goes to somebody
She
else to
goes to
do it. I'm like,
somebody.
"I guess you're going to bring this
Oh
to the
my
to the
God.
people."
That's like my
We'll
mom when
see.
she gets
She's going to
massages.
get me for coming for her. But
That's like my mom when she gets massages. She'll bring like her own oil to a massage.
Really?
Yeah, like years
But you know
ago.
what? There's nothing wrong with that because if you have
No.
like sensitive skin or
Well, yeah.
anything,
Or also if you have like what my mom. So when I worked at Style, we used to get these like really big gift bags, like Oscar's gift bags.
Oh yeah, the
When I worked
swag
at
bags.
Style, they would give us
Hmm.
like leftover swag bags from their big corporate events, and it was like
Yeah,
easily a couple $1,000s of beauty products. Huge,
each bag. Wow.
huge, like Land's End beach tote zip clothes, like massively stuffed. Anyway,
Yeah.
within it, and I can go into
Wow.
detail about that in another podcast, but
Mhm.
in that was like some like body oils, natural oils, anti-aging oils, da da
Ooh.
da. And my
Ooh.
mom was always just like, "Where's the cream? Where's the anti-aging cream? Like, give me it, give me it." So she started taking those oils to massages. She's like, "What am I gonna do? Let them rub
Oh,
me with like whatever oil? I'm gonna have it be like it's gonna
no.
work for me.
Top
This is gonna be a
notch.
good
Right.
massage." She's so
If I
funny.
have anything to do with it. I
Yeah. So
love her.
she did. I gave her the oil.
And she
She
had
used it.
everything to do with it.
Hmm.
Olive,
Yeah. Do you hear her?
I didn't even tell you. We were this close to getting a Cavapoo.
Oh, wait,
Like
when?
2 weekends ago. I
Like
know.
who,
And
what,
I was
where,
like,
when,
how did
why?
I forget to tell? I forgot to tell you this because
Wait, you and
one of our
Brandon?
friends, no,
Oh.
you
I love how you say
people,
we as if
my
it's
husband,
your household
unfortunately,
that was getting the dog. Is it your parents?
practically, yes.
Just so everyone knows,
We.
Aja's parents live in a different state. Just
A whole
FYI.
different state.
Just FYI.
It doesn't matter though. That would be my dog, basically.
Oh my God, they were going to get a cat.
Unfortunately, we can't have one because Brandon is
Allergic. Yeah.
allergic.
But cavapoos
A
are
different story for a different day.
cavapoos are
They're hypoallergenic,
yes.
but it's like the dander on
Oh.
their skin that he's.
Yeah, there's no escaping that.
Gosh, you know, because we had. Now, when I say we in this moment, it was me because I was living at home at that time. We had a Bichon Frise. His name was Bentley. He was absolutely everything. We had to put him down in 2020, but he was a hypoallergenic dog as well. But Brandon would come over and just sneeze out the wazoo. Ugh. So it was just like, all right, well, you know what?
You know, if he just like lived with it for a while, he would eventually acclimate.
He would get used to it.
He was like breathing in the corner.
And it was really when I learned that, I was just like he's trying to survive, right? Everything's fine.
I'm envisioning, you know the scene in Hitch?
Happy to be
when
here.
Will Smith like blows up from eating the shellfish. Wait, have you seen?
Yes,
yeah.
Okay. Yes, I have seen Hitch years ago. Don't really remember it, but I did.
I just rewatched it the other day. It came on, and I was like, "This is such a great movie. I love that movie."
I gotta rewatch it.
But you know,
again.
he like blows up.
Isn't it with Kevin too?
Kevin James, yeah, and Ava Mendes.
Kevin James. Oh. So yes, our friend's sister. She's our friend as well. She's in Florida, but he was on the phone with Brandon. We were literally like in the office, and he and Brandon are on the phone. They're talking about whatever, and all of a sudden, I hear something about a dog, and I was like, "I'm sorry, what? What about a dog?" And I was like, "Let me see the dog." Beauty. Oh my gosh, he was so cute. And I was like, "Wait a second, like we could actually have him." He was like, "Yeah, the guy has to get rid of him for other reasons."
How old?
Like blah blah blah. He just turned 2. In February, yes, he was only like 13 pounds.
Oh my God, just
perfect.
like Olive.
He was
tiny.
Wait till I send you the picture. Yes,
what color?
Exactly. So I was like, he was tan.
So cute.
And he had like the hood. People, I love dogs. Okay. So anyway, I called my parents, and my mom has been wanting a dog, right? She's just
ready.
Like, I just want another one. She's ready. And because it's been 4 years almost. And my dad has been like on the fence. He's like, I don't know. It was tough, you know, and I get it. But I'm like, Dad, you have so much love in your heart to give. This is not the way to live.
Yeah.
Like, we got to share all that love.
Oh, that's sweet.
So, yeah. So, you know, finally he caves in. He's like, all right, fine, let's do it. Let's get the dog. Because the dog is in Florida.
Yeah.
I'm like, not a problem. We got Miles. So I put in the request, let them know, like, oh my gosh, we want the dog. And we were this close, but then all of a sudden we got the text back that, of course, he found another home, like already. So we were just like a little too late. But I was just like, oh my gosh. So now I'm trying my best to be on the hunt for a cavapoo. And I need to talk to you about it.
I mean, I can text you the breeder's name, the information for my breeder.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like a drug deal.
Right?
I'll text you my breeder's name and information.
Who's listening, right?
Leanne out in Ohio.
Leanne.
Yeah, she's one of the Amish, the ones that are breeding the dogs. Yeah, I don't know if it's like controversial, but
okay.
I needed a hypoallergenic.
It probably is.
Yes, it definitely is. But I needed a hypoallergenic dog, and I needed it to not be like rescue and questionable what the heritage was. Like I had to because I'm allergic.
No, exactly.
My mom's allergic. Like I'm not like dander allergic, but I am allergic to like shedding. So
to the shedding.
Yeah. So my neighbor, she has a golden lab, and she's so cute, Maui. But I always call her him because Maui, I think of Moana, and Maui and Moana was played by The Rock. And so Maui is so freaking cute, and I love her. And Olive gets along with her so well. They're actually going to watch Olive for me in like 2 weeks for the weekend because I'm going away with friends. And it's my first time ever leaving Olive with anyone that's not family, so I'm also like a little bit anxious. But they love her, and she's across the hall. So if she needs anything from here, they have my key. It's fine. But I went over there just to hang out and chit chat with my neighbor, and she knows I'm allergic, so I can't ever really watch Maui, but I can walk Maui. It's not a problem. So I've done that for them before.
Okay, you can walk.
Yeah, I can walk Maui, not an issue. I just have to come, like I have to wash my hands. Like I need to like take the clothes off after.
Yes.
So I was out there on the balcony just chit chatting with her. And you know, I pet Maui, whatever. They were near us, sitting by us, and I was very cognizant not to touch my face. But I must have like scratched my neck like once or twice, and I was
Oh,
wearing a sweatshirt, so
yeah,
like it was up high on my neck. When I got home and took
yeah,
everything off, literally you could see the scratch marks on my neck and my shoulders from where I literally had just scratched twice, like welting
yeah,
up,
yeah.
like
Oh my
red lines where I had
gosh.
scratched and like they were becoming welts. And I was like,
Oh
well, if I
wow.
ever needed any kind of reconfirmation that I am in fact allergic,
Yes, I am
I am
allergic.
allergic, because
Don't try
yeah,
it.
because
Right.
I wasn't really allergic when I was a kid because my aunt had cats and it never really bothered me. But then I
Mm-hmm.
want to say like my early 20s, I went and stayed at my friend's place in Connecticut. And I had been there before,
Yeah.
so it wasn't, and I had been around her cats, so it wasn't really a thing. But I don't know, out of the blue, I was staying there overnight and I like my contacts, I like rubbed them out of my eyes. I was dying, literally dying. On my
Oof.
face, everything. I was scratching. My eyes were like swelling. I was like, I
Oh
woke up the next
man.
day because I stayed overnight. I woke up the next day
Yeah.
and it was like 8 o'clock in the morning. I was like, oh, I really have to go. Bye. I have to leave.
It's been
I literally was
fun.
like, I
Peace.
have to go. I felt like there was just like buckets of sand in my eyes. It hurts so bad. So
Wow.
I mean, I get it. Like
That's so
if you're
unfortunate.
allergic, like
Yeah.
I really get it. Then yeah, I took Benadryl the next time I went there. I was like
Of
hopped up.
course. Yeah, and that's what Brandon would have to
Yeah.
do. Before he like gets into the house, he would have to take Zyrtec or
Mhm.
something to try to, because otherwise if he gets in the house, and sometimes I feel like if he doesn't pet the dog, maybe he's
Yeah.
okay. But either way, if he like waited too long to take that allergy
Yeah.
pill, it's like it's too late.
I mean, also the thing about cats, and
So,
this is like controversial, and I don't mean to offend anyone
mm,
with a cat. Like if
correct.
anything, it's like I think anytime you pass like not even pass judgment, you have like an opinion about something. I am never
Yeah.
opinionating at you, right? It's not me
Mhm.
judging you as a human being. It's me deciding I
Right.
wouldn't do that in my life. You know what I'm saying? I have a
Yeah,
lot of little
yeah.
things like that, and
Absolutely. That's a great way to
I
put
don't
it.
ever want anyone to think I'm judging you for it. It's just not something I would do.
It's just not for
So
you.
for cats, with cats,
With that said, uh-huh.
a lot of people let their cats go on everything in their home,
Yes.
including tables and counters where food goes.
Correct.
And on top of just sometimes I think houses with cats smell. Sorry. But the fact that the cat
Well.
is going in the kitty litter potty situation, and then those
Mhm.
same paws are going up on food areas, like the cross contamination of like bathroom and kitchen really,
Yeah, yeah,
really,
yeah.
really does not work for me.
Throws us
Yeah,
off.
really doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
Like I wipe Olive's feet when she comes in the house
Yeah.
because I
Right,
now
right,
let
right.
her in my bed. In New York, when I lived in the city, she was not allowed in my bed, even though I wiped her feet.
Gosh.
She
Yeah,
slept
yeah,
in
yeah.
her
Cuz
little
it's a
bed.
different
Yeah,
animal.
no, because New York's disgusting.
No pun
Literally
intended.
disgusting. Um, literally different.
Absolutely. We love the city,
Yeah, no,
but
we love the
it's
city. It's just it's
dirty.
disgusting. I mean, the fact that your dog has
Yeah.
to get an extra vaccination against rats.
I didn't even
Yeah,
know
you have to
that
get an
cuz I
extra
don't live in
vaccination
the
against
city.
rats when your dog lives in the
Oh,
city because whatever it is that they can catch from rats
wow.
transfers easily to humans. Yeah, so
What? Why is this not talked
well,
about?
if you live in the city, you know.
Oh my gosh. I guess
If you
so.
live in New York, you know. And also, she used to get giardia
Wow.
all the time living in the city because when it would rain
Mhm.
and you'd walk and she'd get wet in her paws, and then I'd wipe her paws and clean her feet, but like I'm not giving her a bath every time I walk her. So if she licked her
Right,
legs or
right.
licked her paws and she got this like dirty city water on her, she was constantly getting giardia, which
Mm.
meant she had diarrhea. And I was always having to
Oh,
go to the vet and get like the medication. So it's just like
what a
the city,
process.
it's like I mean, I'm so glad that I had her when I was in the city and like she is my everything. Where are you? She's just behind me
Change
over
that
there.
tone real
You know what
quick.
I mean? And I've
Okay.
I definitely the other day was like, yeah, she gets like anxiety when I leave, whatever. And I'm like, I think that might be me. I think it's me.
Maybe I'm
Yeah, because
projecting.
I was like out to dinner the other night and I was talking about her and I brought her up like a bunch, like way
There she
more
goes.
than I think people with animals should bring up their dog. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like I'm like
Yes.
preparing
Yes.
her to like go to school and then go to college and be a productive member of society and like not kill people. You know
Right.
what I
Right.
mean? Like, she is just a
Not the
dog that I'm
same.
fully responsible for, and she doesn't really have to do anything.
Yes.
So like,
Correct.
I'm not like rearing a productive member of society. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to talk about her that much. Oh my God, I sound insane. My brain is like all over.
But she's excited.
Yeah.
She's excited about being a dog owner. I mean, and listen, anyone who has a pet and is listening to this right now, they'll totally understand what you mean. You love your pets. And that's how it was about Bentley. And I thought it was so fascinating for me to tell the story of how I got Bentley for years to this day.
Wait, how did you get Bentley? How old was Bentley when he passed?
He was 15 and a half.
That's a good age.
He lived a full life.
Yeah, that's a good age.
Like, they said, as far as his expectancy, it's 15.
Yeah. Millie was old too. Millie was like 16 or 18. She was old.
And what kind of dog?
A cockapoo. So Cocker Spaniel Poodle mix. So that's a nice mix.
Cute.
Like that, like cockapoo cavapoo mix is like a really nice mix because she was a little bit smaller than Olive, but also like bigger. Because she got up to like 22 pounds when she was like at her biggest, which is big. But she was like physically smaller than Olive. But Olive is a trim 16.
She was just heavy.
Olive's a trim 16. All the women in my family have a little bit of extra weight. So Millie was just like us.
It was genetic. Suit. Okay, Millie. Ran in the family.
Exactly.
Genes.
It's in the genes. Okay, so
oh man.
Bentley.
So Bentley. So I've always wanted a dog my whole entire life. But my mom had this fear of dogs from something that happened when she was a child. I think she was chased by a dog.
That happened to my nanny too.
It scared the crap out of her.
Yeah.
Was she afraid of dogs?
She was terrified, and she was a little girl.
Right. I guess that like marked you for life.
Back in the village in Sicily. She was fucking.
Oh,
I mean, it happened like early, but I think if it happens that early, it does scar you.
It does, right? Because you're a child and you're being chased by this beast. Like, okay. So I wanted a dog, but it was out of the question. So because I knew that she was afraid and I wasn't going to get a dog, I was like vying for everything, not without always putting in my 2 cents, like a dog would be great, you know? So we had fish. I can't pet a fish. What am I going to do with that? I wanted a rabbit. I wanted like everything that I could have. Never a cat.
Okay, good. At least you didn't want a cat. I can't with rabbits. My cousins had a rabbit, and for all the years that they had it.
I thought it was like a dog's cousin. Like at least I could hold a rat.
It's exactly a rat.
Why are you looking like
a
that?
Rat.
Stop.
A rabbit. A rat.
You know what? I said that because I could feel your vibe.
I'm just.
Anyway, the rabbit didn't work out. That didn't work out either. And so I remember, I think I was on the way to an Usher concert. Mind you, I'm like a preteen at this point. We're leaving out the house and I see one of our family friends, like he has this like bird cage, right? So I'm like, oh my God, like I got bird. I'm just excited because like, wow, birds. Yeah. It was 2 birds. And we named them Tweety and Buttercup.
Aww.
It really didn't work out.
I don't like birds either.
With the birds. They were just she doesn't like anything but Olive.
To be honest, no, that's the truth. I don't like anything but Olive. My friends' dogs I like enough because they're my friends' dogs and I am sweet and like their dogs, but like to be honest,
wow.
I don't
like to know this.
Anybody else's pets. And I don't like dogs. What? Like if I'm walking on the street and all these dogs
Ellyn,
are walking past me.
You have to look in the mirror about this.
No, seriously, I like Olive. I love Olive. Everybody else, not interested.
Okay, so I'll know to never bring our
No. I'll like yours.
No.
Also, because yours is hypoallergenic, I would be more inclined to like yours. Just saying.
Okay. This is a secret.
It's a secret that I'm going to put into the podcast.
Broadcasting to the world.
No, my friends know this.
But don't tell
I've made TikToks about this. When I was getting Olive, everyone was like, "You're getting a dog? Like, you're not the I would never pet a dog on the street before Olive." And even when people stop me to talk to Olive, I just like look at their dog. Mm-hmm. I don't even know what to say. They're like, "Oh my God, your dog is so cute. Oh my God, she's so beautiful. Oh, she's so soft." And I'm like, "Yours is here."
You have a
Oh my
dog.
goodness. It's also a dog. Cool. I don't know what to
Wow.
say. I don't know what to do. I'll never kneel
Wow.
down and
I
pet your dog.
can't.
I'll never stop you on the street if I don't have Olive. I won't even stop you unless
Wow.
Olive stops us. I feel
Okay.
really bad, but I don't feel bad.
No, you don't. She does not.
Love you.
Let that be
I
known.
love you. You knew it. You knew it. Okay. Sorry. Go back to Bentley.
She does
You got
not at all.
Bentley after you got the birds and you let them
Yeah,
free.
well, no. So no, we let the birds go way
Did you
early
really
because
let
it
them
was
free
not
into the
working out.
world?
Like they would no, we didn't
Why
do that.
not?
No. We gave them away because okay, Ellen, that wouldn't be the proper
Why
thing to
not?
do
I don't know. It's a
for
bird. Let it go
domesticated
free.
birds.
Is it a parrot?
Okay. No, they were cockatiels,
Oh, okay. So
right?
it's like a
Yeah,
she bird.
they were
Yeah,
cockatiels.
okay.
Yes,
It's not,
exactly.
it's not a
So I guess they
bluebird.
could talk and stuff like that, but I didn't. I don't know. I like I'm. You can tell that I didn't get too invested in these birds, and they would just like when they would flap their wings,
Ugh.
feathers, and it smelled like I wasn't really into.
And
And then they would get
they're
out of
loud.
the
Yeah.
cage, and I would be terrified. So my dad would have to go, and like it was a mess.
There's a woman
So
here who has
anyway,
a bird
for
that she
my
walks. She walks her bird, and she's not the only one in the complex
all
with
right,
like parakeet parrot vibes. And they walk their birds,
like what are they on their
shoulder or
shoulder?
in their hand. It
Interesting. Well,
is.
I guess you know what? You know what? That's nice because at least the bird gets to see outside. And because they are no seriously, because they are
They're domesticated,
what's
so
the
they're not
word?
going anywhere.
They're
Yeah,
domesticated. Yeah, they're going to come back. So that's
it's
actually
like a
pretty nice.
boomerang.
We never did that with our birds. Exactly, like a
Oh my
boomerang. We
god.
didn't do that with Tweety and Buttercup. So on my 16th birthday, come around 16th birthday, my parents were like, it's either a party,
Hmm.
right, for your sweet 16th, or we can take you to, we can do the things that you say we've never done for you. And I don't remember ever having this conversation or saying this out
Oh
loud,
my
but
god.
they said, we can get you a dog and take you to Disney. And I was like, who needs a
Yeah, who
party?
needs a
Bye.
party? Are you kidding
Dog
me?
and
I'm not even gonna like
Disney.
these people in
Right.
5
Double D
years.
out here.
I won't even know these people.
So that year I got Bentley. So my birthday's in
Mhm.
January. I had to do the research. They were like, it cannot shed,
Mhm.
whatever. So figure that out. And we got Bentley in April. His birthday is actually, it was 2 days before mine. I'm January 12th. He was January 10th.
Oh.
And so he was only like 4 months when we got him. And then that summer we went to Disney and it was the
You went to
best.
Disney?
Yes.
Disney, Florida
Yes.
Disney?
Disney
Okay.
World.
Was that your
Yeah.
first time?
Yes, Disney World, the real world. Yes, that was my first time.
Okay.
And we took like a big family trip. So it was
Fun.
our family and then my cousins and my aunts and my uncles. It was like a whole thing. It was really
Do you like Disney like
fun.
a Disney adult, or are you like just
I'm
a
not a Disney
casual?
like fanatic per
Okay.
se. I'm not a Disney fanatic. I could go to Disney again for sure.
Really?
Listen, if Disney wants to send me to Disney,
I mean, if
I would
anyone wants to
go.
send me anywhere,
Absolutely.
I would
Wait,
go.
first of all, but have you been to Disney?
Send me to hell. I'll go there too. I don't care. Send me anywhere for
Okay.
free and
She
I
doesn't
want to
mean it,
go.
Lord.
Just
She doesn't mean it.
as long as I can get a
Forgive
ticket
her.
back, as long as I can come back.
There is no ticket back. That's the problem. It's a one way.
I went to Disney once when I was 5.
How old were you?
So I
All
don't
right,
really
doesn't count.
remember it. And then I never went to Disney ever again until last year
Okay.
here in California.
What? Oh, Disneyland.
So I went last year. My friend
Mm-hmm.
Carolyn, I don't know if you ever met her. She, I
I
don't know
don't
if you
think
ever met
so.
her. She came out here to visit last year, March, actually a year ago around this
Mm-hmm.
time. And that was like one of the things she really wanted to do. And I was like, really? You really want to go to Disney? Like, okay. Because I've just
Yeah. And
never,
she had never been to Disney World.
oh, I don't know if she probably had been to Disney World.
That's important to know. Okay.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
this was my first time going back to like a Disney park of any kind. And I was 33. And I was there and I'm like waiting in all these lines and I'm eating like okay-ish
Yeah.
food. And I'm like, I don't think I'm not for this. This is not for me. I wasn't built for this. I'm
Mm.
flat-footed. It's a lot of walking.
Okay.
You know? And so
list all the cons.
yeah, you know, and I mean, I get it. Like
Yeah.
it was so funny because we both worked in like project management operations, whatever, when we were at refinery. And we would be standing in line, and I'm like, just imagine like the operations people like going through the experience to figure out ways to optimize this. And so we would be in line being like, yep, this could use a little bit of improvement. Like this experience could be better.
That's a corporate joke.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right.
So embarrassing. You know, our 9 to 5 still rear their heads, you know?
Right. Now and again, every now
I'm
and
gonna circle
again.
back on that.
So you were
yeah, so I went, and I'm just not
in your wheelhouse.
I mean, I think maybe if I went to like Disney World, if I went to Disney World, maybe it would be different. But like when my sister Sarah and my brother-in-law Wayne and my nephew Lincoln came to visit like 2 months after Carolyn, they were like, oh, let's go to Universal, let's go to Disney. And I was like, I'll go to Universal. But that's it. And so then I went to Universal with them, and I also was like, okay, I don't know what's wrong with me.
So wait, hold on.
I don't like joy. I don't like fun.
Right. I don't like dogs. I don't like amusement parks. I'm not amused.
Okay, here's the thing. Everyone thinks I'm like this like fun, bubbly person. I'm literally I'm like
and she
am, but I'm also being really honest. Like I'm a little bit dark, okay? I'm a little bit like I like dark humor. I like dark rooms. I like dark clothes. Like I'm not out here like tinkerbelling around, okay? I'm not petting dogs on the street, you know? I'm warm and fuzzy in certain ways, and other ways, hard ass edges, let me tell you.
Petting dogs
it's not
on
for
the
me.
Street.
I don't understand how you would do that.
Okay, but let me ask you this. Are you a fan of roller coasters and like rides? Okay, so then that makes sense. That makes complete sense.
Yeah.
If that's not your thing, then
like I went to Six Flags when I was, because I grew up in New Jersey, so going to Six Flags Great Adventure was
Great Adventure.
Yeah, was very like common. So people did that occasionally. You know, they had the zoo that you could drive through. I forget what
the safari.
Yeah, the safari. The safari you could drive through. Yeah. So I did that when I was a kid. I actually took my cousins Michael and Julie when I used to like babysit and nanny them over the summer. I took them and 2 of their friends to the zoo, the safari drive through at Six Flags. And, you know, I was like 20, 21, and I was like rolling down the windows. I'm like, let's get the giraffe over here. I was like really trying to make it like super fun for them. And they're sweet. They still talk about it to this day. They're like, that was so much fun. Aww. But like, that was fun. But like, I don't know, just going on rides and stuff, like it's a lot of waiting for like a very, very quick experience.
But a great experience. To be debated on. Okay,
I wish I liked it. I wish I liked the rides like that. I just like, I'm like, take it or leave it.
I love an amusement park.
Really?
Like, I literally, what? Oh my gosh. I literally just said to Brandon, it wasn't even 2 weeks ago. I was like, babe, we have to go to Six Flags this summer because we haven't been in like 2 years.
In 2 years?
Blowing my mind.
I haven't been in a decade. I don't think I've been to Six Flags since we went with Red Caps.
What? Wow. See, that's my thing. I love when I was younger. So I told you our family on my dad's side, we all went down to Florida together. All my cousins and stuff, we have a Six Flags. I'm from Connecticut. So we have, I don't know what that one's called. Six Flags New Jersey is Great Adventure.
It's Six Flags.
But it used to be called Riverside.
Oh, okay.
So we still sometimes say like Riverside, but now it has a Six Flags, branding. So anyway, we went every summer. So we loved, like, that was a good day for us. If somebody said they would take us to Agawam. Amazing.
What's Agawam?
So when we got to go to Disney, that's where Six Flags
is. Oh, the town. Okay.
It's in Massachusetts. It's right across, like, the border of Connecticut.
Oh, okay. That's where the outlets are, right?
Close.
No.
I don't know.
There's outlets by our Six Flags.
I'm not sure.
I remember that. People would be like, we're going to go to the outlets, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to make a whole thing
of that. Yeah, in Jackson, down in Jackson. It's not far from you. It's like a quick ride.
Really?
Yes, like maybe 40 minutes.
I mean, because Six Flags is like an hour and a half almost.
From you? From us in New Jersey?
Yes.
No, it's really not that long.
Yes.
No.
It is. I've been.
It's not that long.
Yes, it is.
An hour and a half?
I'm pretty sure.
What'd you do? Take local roads?
No. Avoid all the tolls and the highways.
Avoid the tolls. Just take Kinderkamak the whole way. It's the longest road.
Please. No, seriously, Kinderkamak really is. Okay, Six Flags Great Adventure from where I am at this moment. An hour and 38 minutes.
Is it really?
It's 76 miles away, Ellyn.
I am so shook. I feel like it's 40 minutes away.
No, ma'am.
That's crazy.
So,
okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, you kind of just, you make a little, not a trip out of it.
No, but it's like a thing. You got to get up. You got to,
It's a day. Exactly. So I love a roller coaster. Like, I'm adventurous. So my husband's super adventurous. More than I am per se, in that he's more, not, I wouldn't say athletic per se, but he snowboards, he skateboards.
I was gonna say
he
he's more like X
whatever.
Games, like extreme.
Yes,
like
exactly.
He does like that kind of stuff.
I've never been on a mountain for as far as like skiing or snowboarding, but I love a roller coaster. Want to skydive one day. Love crazy zip lining.
Oh,
I just rappelled off of a wall like I'm Tom Cruise the other day in Cabo. And I love stuff like that. So a roller, like an amusement park for me is like, oh, I can get that in my backyard. I love that.
Okay.
So when we went to Disney World, Universal, now I'm not so much, I love Disney. Like I love a good Disney movie to this day. But I'm not like a Disney, I don't know another word to say.
They're called
but like
Disney
a fanatic.
adults. That's what they're called.
Disney
on the
adults.
Internet, they're called
Okay,
Disney
I'm not
adults,
a Disney adult.
And it's like people who would want to get married there or go there multiple times and have like passes or have like multiple different types of ears for different occasions.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Disney adults is I'm going to have to send you some like examples of Disney adults so that you know that you're not that.
Please.
I was just making sure.
I have a family member who is a Disney adult, and they go, I don't know how often they go, but they try to make it a point to go often. And here's the thing. I get with Disney, let me just clear something up. With Disney, I get the appeal of it because it's like this fantasy, and people are thinking of their childhood or whatever it might be, and the castle and the magic of it all, right? And I was actually having a conversation with a coworker at my former job. She took her sons, and they've always been wanting to go. Shout out to Tracy. They've always been wanting to go. Aww. And she was like, it was so amazing to watch like the delight on their faces. Okay, and she said, when we check into our hotel, the guy like checking them in told them, he was like, listen, this is only going to be fun if you become a child. So like forget all your adult, like I'm waiting in line. The operations of this is out of control. Yeah. Like whatever. He was like, approach it from a child's standpoint and find the wonder in all of it like there.
So I could see it being fun with kids.
Yeah.
Like if I could,
which is why you had fun at the zoo with
because it was through their experience. You know what I mean? Like I was enjoying it through
and
their
making
enjoyment.
It fun for them.
Exactly. So like I mean, I think like Lincoln's too young. Like I think he was too young to like do it. Like that's why Universal wasn't all that fun because he like it's just too young. Like
now we're in the kiddie zone.
Yeah. Like Julie and Aaliyah, I think are gonna come out here, just the two of them to visit because they were here last time. There was the whole family. But I think when Julie and Aaliyah come here, like we should make a point to go to Disney together because she's 4.
She's gonna be so cute.
She's gonna have so much fun
at Disney.
So like, my gosh. And 4 is young and she might not remember it because I was 5 and I don't really remember it. I remember parts of it.
She won't. Yeah.
But that's fine. It's like, we'll have the pictures. We'll have the experience together. You know, if I live out here for a longer.
And in the moment, it'll be everything.
And they can come back and we can do it again. You know what I mean? Because like.
Absolutely.
Especially because I'm here and it's only 40 minutes. What version of 40 minutes? An Ellyn 40 minutes or like a real Google Maps 40 minutes?
Which is at least 2 times that, right?
But like it's close. So, they can stay with me as opposed to going to Disney World and then they have to like be in a hotel and it's like a whole 9 yards. So I think I would enjoy it more with them.
Yeah.
But I had a good pretzel when I was there. So.
And we love that.
Yeah, it was it was a cream cheese stuffed pretzel with icing and Oreos. It was really freaking good. Ube icing and Oreos. What? Yeah, it was like next level. I told
that sounds.
That kind of made up for everything.
Oh my gosh. I would say, shoot,
It was
a
really
cream
good.
cheese stuffed
Yeah, my friend Carolyn like
pretzel.
had all the insides because
What?
her coworker is a Disney adult and told
I'm
her
so
about this
intrigued.
limited
Okay.
edition pretzel that was only available at this one cart in this one location. And they rotate
For a
the
limited
flavor.
time.
Yeah. So like
Oh
somebody went,
man.
my sister went, I told her about the cart, told her where to get it, and she was like, "Oh, this time
Yeah.
it was like peach cobbler." So I was like,
Hmm.
"That sucks.
I don't think
Sucks
I
for
would like
you. I
that.
had the
Yeah.
best one ever."
Not in a pretzel. You sure did.
And the best, it was purple ube icing, Oreos, cream cheese stuff. The best. I
What?
should have had two. She and I split one, and we were like,
Oh.
we did the wrong thing. We should have each had one.
We should have had our own.
100%.
Exactly.
Wait, so you went with your whole
Well,
family
see,
to Disney? That's really cool. That's
whole
such an, but that's
family.
also like
My
your whole
grandmother,
family.
everybody.
Come on. That's fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you were 5, but I was 16,
Yeah.
right? So, it's now it was like a gang of us all kind of around the same age too. So
Mm-mm.
that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had my parents and aunts and uncles, they talk about it like to this day. They were like, I don't know what we were thinking because they gave us like I forget how long we stayed, but each kid got to choose a restaurant like every night of the week. So we were at like Hard Rock.
Oh my gosh.
We were doing the most. And they were like, I don't know what was going on at that
That's so
time, but
nice. Oh my Lanta.
it was a lot of fun. We went to Key West while we were down there.
Like Key West, Key West?
And Key West,
Oh my
yeah.
God. So
So
you
we went
like
to
bopped
Disney.
around.
We had a little tour, a mini
Mm.
Florida world tour.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I went to Key West
It was
for
so I guess
the first time for my friend's bachelorette. And it's very
oh
like vacation.
yeah,
That's so
definitely. I would
fun.
love to go now that I'm an adult
Yeah.
because, I was a
Yeah,
child.
you were a kid. It's not the same
But
thing.
yeah. No, no. I should go back.
Oh my God, I can't
But
believe
yeah,
that. So you got
I
a
love
dog and you
that
got a trip to Disney for your 16th birthday.
for my 16th
What did
birthday.
I didn't get anything.
Shout out to my parents.
Yeah.
Y'all are great.
I didn't get anything.
No.
No.
You got love and another year of life.
I'm trying to remember. I know my mom's going to watch this.
Ellyn.
So she has to text me.
Yes.
Mom, when you see this and you listen to this, can you text me and tell me what I did get for my 16th birthday? Because
She's going to yell at you and be like,
feel
Ellyn.
like I didn't really get anything. I mean, the car that I drove when I was in high school was acquired around that time.
Acquired.
But it was not my car. It was just like an extra.
It wasn't your
it was
car?
like an extra car that the family had.
That you could use.
And then I could use it. And there was not really anybody else using it. But it was very clearly, it was a whole like joke thing, but it was very clear. I was like, this is not your car. This is not your car.
Remember.
Yeah.
This isn't your
It's the car I drive to this day. I've had it for years.
And we love that car.
Love it.
First of all, look at how tried and true that is.
It's the best car.
Okay.
Although some stuff is starting to happen, but I'm like, the lock on one door does not work. You have to like go and turn it in. You have to go take the key and turn it to close the lock. So there's that.
What about from the inside?
From the inside, you could push it down.
Oh, okay. So like you mean the key fob doesn't work?
Oh, the key fob's broken entirely. So you have to physically take the key and insert it in and lock the door.
And lock the doors.
And now that's starting to like temperamentally happen to the other door. And when you have a 2-door car, it's like, oh, okay, so the doors don't work. Okay, cool.
Doors don't lock.
Yeah,
Got
like little things. Like my windshield wiper fluid thing is broken. My dad's going to have to fix it when he comes out and visits. My battery is starting to do some weird stuff. So it's like, sometimes it sounds like it's not going to start. Sometimes it just doesn't start. So it's like all these little things. And I'm like, oh my God, I took the car away from my dad and his like watchful eye. And now it's slowly starting. I'm like, oh shit. Like your girl has no.
And that's his pride and joy.
I literally have no desire to get another car. Like I love this car.
Yeah.
So.
It's a great car. Seriously.
So I love it.
Tell your dad to come out.
He is. They're coming in a month. I'm like, thank God.
Okay,
thank
perfect.
God. I literally haven't had the use of my windshield wiper fluid since January.
What?
I'm just waiting for them to come
low.
visit.
It's not low.
No.
It just won't.
There's something wrong with the connection and I couldn't figure it out myself. So I was like, I'll just wait for him to come out.
Were you under the hood, Ellyn?
Yeah.
Trying to figure it out?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Do you know stuff about cars?
Yeah. I mean, my dad, like he's taught me enough. I
Wow.
know how to like
Breaking news to
jump my
me.
own car. I know how to check and change my oil. Well,
Oh, wow.
change my oil. I mean, I wouldn't change my own
Oh,
oil, but
okay.
I know how to check it and stuff. And I know how to put
Oh,
more,
okay.
I can put more wiper fluid. I can know how to change a tire. I
Okay.
put my own air in my tires. I have like a
Oh,
compressor.
you know how to change a tire?
Yeah, I mean, I don't do it, but I do know I do know how
I
to
mean, I
do
don't do
it.
it.
You know, my dad
Oh,
made
that's
sure that my
cool.
sister and I were like equipped and like
Yeah.
taught us how to drive stick. So in case we were ever in a situation where that was the only
That's what I want to
option,
learn how to do.
it's really like
Yeah.
it's not that hard. You know what it is? It's just getting comfortable with like the switch between like clutch, gas, brake. You know, once you
Yeah.
kind of get that
Yeah.
down, like it's really like I think a lot of people make it seem like it's like this huge insurmountable thing. Yeah.
Yeah. They really do.
Yeah, it's
They
not.
really do.
It's not.
Okay. It's not. It's too bad because my dad, he had a stick for at least one of his cars that I know.
Okay.
But I was too young to try to drive it. And my dad, he's always been like the things that you listed as far as like checking the oil, the
Yeah.
washer fluid, the windshield wiper. Okay, I got those things. I would love to know how to change a tire, but I don't.
Yeah.
But um, I
But I
would
mean, you
love to
do though.
know
It's like
how
take
to.
it off, put a new
I
one
do.
on. Like there's the bolts, there's the nuts.
Okay,
Like
you got to remove
yeah, you
the
take those
nuts. Yeah,
off,
the lug,
put a
whatever,
new tire on, screw those back on. Like it's
and then you
really
just pull it
not.
off.
Well, I mean, you have to like raise the car with like a jack, but I mean,
Well,
again, it's like it seems like there's so much stuff I know nothing about that it's like easy and I should know. But then there's like other things that I'm
yeah,
like, if I like, it's not that
it's
crazy. It's not
it's
hard.
not that
It's you
hard.
as a human
Right,
being would
right.
walk up to a tire, and if you had all of the equipment, it might take you a while, but you would easily be able to
But
do
you
it.
could do it.
100%. 100%.
Oh, look at her encouragement.
Yeah, of course.
You can do
Well,
anything.
there's a TikTok that's like, how hard could it be? Boys do it. How hard could it be?
No,
Boys do it. Like that. And I'm like,
seriously.
exactly. Exactly. You know, that's
How
how
hard
I
could it
feel
be?
about finances. I'm going to become an investor at some point, and I'm
Oh
like,
man.
how hard could it be?
There we
Boys
go.
do it.
That's
I
right.
need to figure it out.
And anything they can do. What's that song? Anything
Anything
you
you
can do,
can
I can
do,
do
I can do
better.
that. I
I
can
can
do
do
anything
anything better
better
than
than you.
you. No, you
Yes,
can't.
I can.
Yes, I can.
It's become a musical podcast. Oh my God. Wait,
Oh
I want to go back
Lord.
to when you
Wow.
got Bentley to full circle the
Yes.
moment of you got the dog.
Oh, yes.
And then where did you get Bentley from?
Mm. Okay, so fun fact,
Okay.
Bentley wasn't our first dog. So right. We went to the place, it was called the Dog House in
Mm-hmm.
Manchester, Connecticut. And we went into this room. I don't think we knew, there were two dogs that I wanted. No, I'm lying. There was one. One of my friends in high school had it was a schnoodle.
Okay.
She had
Schnauzer,
a schnauzer
poodle.
and a
Yeah.
poodle. Exactly. So I guess I just love the name. But I loved her dog. I thought he was so cute. So
Mm.
she was like, "Oh, he's hypoallergenic, whatever." So we put in an order for that dog. He came in
Put
and
it in
I
order.
didn't
I
fall in
love it.
love. I mean,
Oh, and you
so
met
he
him and you
came
didn't love
in.
him. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't click. So while we were there meeting him, we were like by this room, they had this white fluffy rug and it was just a bunch of white little puppies.
Mm.
And we were like, oh my gosh, what are those? And so they told us and they brought one over and they had this little playroom where you could try to like get familiar with the dog.
Mm-hmm.
Loved him.
Mm-hmm.
He was cute. He was very kind of like timid, shy, whatever. But we were like, okay, like we'll take him. So we had to come back. Or I don't know if we got him that night or whatever. But the next day, my parents let me skip school. They were like, you need to like really get him
Mm. Yeah.
acclimated and everything. So we did that. And so my sister and I stayed home and he did not give us any action. And his name was Mickey, like Mickey
Oh
Mouse.
my
And we
God.
thought that was cute because it was like, wow, as
Mickey.
Ellyn shoots down all my Disney dreams. So I totally forgot
That is
that
so
that was the
funny.
correlation.
Oh my God.
But yeah, his name was Mickey.
Okay.
And he didn't give us any action all day. The only thing he did was use the bathroom. Okay. So that night, we were kind of worried or whatever. So then we took him to the vet and they said that he had this like disease that was terminal. Exactly. So my parents were like, we're not going to let our dog
No,
let
you're
our
not gonna,
daughter have to put down the first
no,
dog.
no.
You know what I mean?
Also, like when you
We
buy
only
a
had him
dog,
for
they're
like 2
supposed to like
days.
guarantee like a year of health or something. Like, yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, sure enough, we had to bring him back and I was sad, whatever.
Mm,
But, they were just like he's going to be he's sick, but let him, whatever.
yeah.
So we gave him back and we exchanged him for Bentley. And
Okay.
so when we
For a new
total
pair of
like night
pants.
and day from Mickey for a new
We're gonna size up.
we got our refund in exchange. This sounds
I
terrible.
just want a new
I'm really
color. Sorry, I just got the wrong color. I want to get a different color.
I wasn't really liking him, so yeah,
Oh
it
my
just didn't work for
god.
me. But we got him, we're in the car headed back home. And we had this like little basket for the dog. It was like, lined on the inside, and all Bentley kept doing was this. He kept like giving us his paw. He was just like, "Oh."
Oh.
And we were like, oh, my mom was like, he's such a little gentleman, like da da da. And so she was like, let's call him Bentley. And I was
Oh.
like, that's a great name because he just seems so proper.
Yeah.
Girl, we got home and we put him on the floor. Bentley was like,
Yeah.
he was running around the whole house. And my parents were like, there you go.
Yeah.
There's your dog.
Yeah.
Take care of
It's
him.
got
Bye.
energy. Oh.
He had so much energy.
Little
So,
puppies. And he was
yeah.
a puppy.
Bentley. He was a pup. He was only 4 months old
That's so
at that
nice to
time.
get them from puppy. I mean, it's a lot of
Yes.
work, to potty
Mhm.
train them and teach them and
Yes.
train them in general. There's so much
Absolutely.
that goes into it. But they're so
Yeah.
like they're yours or
But
they're
it's so
babies.
worth it.
They just follow
And
you
like
around.
listen, the way they become a part of your family
Mhm.
is is pretty mind-blowing. And I just want to say we really set the tone in our family.
Okay.
Because after we got Bentley, everybody else, all these other pockets of our family started to get dogs. And I was
That
like,
happened in my family too.
oh, okay. See?
We were the first ones on
Trendsetters.
my dad's side to get a dog. And
Yes.
then
On my dad's side too.
yes. And then
Yes.
it was like they got a dog, they got a dog. My other cousin just got a dog. Yeah. My one
Yeah.
cousin they got a rabbit and I was like, mm-mm,
Not the
not a
same.
fan. Not a fan. But like,
They
isn't
had to
it
do
so
what they could
interesting
do.
how
I
people see
understand.
like you get a dog? Well, and that's what also that happened when I got Olive. So like it was pandemic. I think so many people got dogs. My
Mhm.
friend Eva got a dog. My friend Isabel got a dog. I got a dog. My friend Evelyn
Mm.
got a dog. We all got dogs at this
Like around the same
within
time.
months of each other. And so one time we were out to brunch, it
Wow.
was like all of us with our dogs plus our friend Elliot. And I think he was like, he was like, I don't know why I'm
What's
here. He's
happening
like, I don't want
here?
to be here.
Right. I don't want to be here
Yeah,
actually.
we were all there was a moment in time when like all of us had dogs and we were all living in the same city and it was like so fun. And now we all live
Oh,
all over
that's
the place, but it
cute.
was really fun.
Great.
Yeah, no, it's like
That's
it's
so
so
great.
Millie was the same for us. So we got Millie. My
Mhm.
mom like kind of did all of the research and figured it out. But I was like 8 when
How old were
I
you?
was 8.
Okay,
I was
you were 8.
young and we got Millie.
Oh.
She was this tiny little like all black cockapoo and she was like rambunctious, had
Yeah.
so much like energy, personality. Totally thought she was a guard dog. Um, and she was like family. Like she was my
Yeah.
third sister. Very like
Oh.
very close. Although I wasn't very like lovey-dovey with her the way that I am with Olive.
Okay.
I think my sister was more
Yeah.
like that. Like I didn't like her sleeping in my
Mhm.
bed.
You were the tough love
Yeah, I didn't
sister.
really want her in my bed. I like
Okay.
I liked her when she calmed down more, I think. She was like a little bit too much when I was little. But we
Yeah.
like loved her and she was like like truly like our little sister type thing. And when
Yeah.
she died, I was 22,
Mm.
24. Like she lived like how old did I say?
Okay,
18?
so
I mean, I was
that's
like in my early
14 or
20s,
16.
16, 18 or something.
Okay.
Like it was my sister was already out of the house. So like that was I mean, it was yeah, it was she lived for a long time and then she just got really old and she had to wear
Oh.
diapers and she was always in her little dog snuggie because she was
And
cold
how
and
old was she when you guys got her?
she was an infant puppy. Yeah.
Oh,
So, and
an infant.
what's so crazy is that I really didn't really grasp how much went into potty training and like training the dog because,
Well,
my
of
parents
course,
did that. My
right.
mom did that.
And you were
And
8,
I was
so
8, so I was just
yeah.
a little kid, you know? And of course, like my sister and
Yeah.
I were responsible. Like we fed her, we played with her, we took her out for walks and stuff. But
Yeah,
like,
took her
you
on
know,
the
the
walk.
actual training and rearing is like my mom. So then when I
Yeah.
got Olive, I was the first week I was like panicking that I made a mistake because I was like so worried that I like couldn't handle the responsibility. That was my moment of postpartum depression.
Okay.
And I was just like
Wow.
really worked up, really worked up. I was like really worried. And then it was
Yeah.
like, you know, potty training like every night, you know, you're up. I was up like every 3 hours making sure she went to the bathroom so that we never had
Mm.
accident issues, which thank God.
Right, right.
Thank you, Lord Jesus. Knock on wood. She is very well potty trained. Like she's
Nice.
great. And she's also
Perfect.
like, yeah, like she'll like jump up when she sees people because she's excited, but like, you know, I'm not also trying to train
I
her
don't
into
think
like,
there's
yeah, I'm not trying to train her into like a
exactly.
dog, like, you know, one of those dogs that's just like completely command controlled and like,
I
you
know.
know, like you see those. So
Yeah.
I watched like 4 or 5 different YouTube channels of like
Mhm.
people's ideas of how you should train dogs. And I like took
Okay.
a little from everyone. You know, like I like the way
Okay.
that this person says this. I like the way that this person says that. I like these different ideas. So I was very intense about it in the beginning. I think my whole family was like, everyone was like, wow, Ellen's like really intense. However,
Yeah.
it did pan out because I think everybody that meets Olive is like, she's such a good dog. She's so well
Right.
behaved. She like,
She
yeah,
is.
she barks, but like she's only barking because she's
She's a
hearing something
dog.
that she wants to defend. Like she wants to defend me. If she could see where
One.
the sound was coming from that she's barking at, she wouldn't have an issue. Yeah. So there's like little things that I'm like, oh, I wish she wouldn't bark like that. Like it's so loud. But I'm also like, you know,
Mm.
if somebody was coming in,
She's
do
doing
you
her
know what
job.
though? The
We want
second
her to
that person came in, she would go for cuddles and snuggles. To be honest, she does that on the street.
well,
I
yeah.
made a TikTok one time that I was just like, you need to better understand the concept of stranger danger.
Right,
You
right.
know,
No one should be in here after a certain
like she
time
goes up to people on the
unless
beach. Like I'll let her off the leash on the beach so she can really run, which then she
yeah.
won't unless I like go into the sand with her or like throw a ball. Like she just walks right with me the whole time. But then she'll like, you know, detour and go say hi to these people or detour and go say hi to these people. I'm like, anyone could snatch you, okay? I'm
Right,
like,
right,
you're like a
right.
grade A bred blue merle cow. Oh, someone's gonna come steal my dog
Legit.
now. But like, you're
Yeah.
a grade A cavapoo. I'm sorry. You're like whatever
Yeah,
it's called,
yeah.
like pure blood, like original breed. So she's like
Purebred.
purebred. Thank you.
Mhm.
She's like Cavalier poodle mix. She's like
Yeah.
perfect size. She's so cute. She's one
Her
blue eye, one
eyes.
brown eye. Everyone always, the second they
All
look
right.
at her, they're just,
Just describe her exactly so that people can be on the look.
you guys can
Look
follow
at
her
her.
on Instagram, Olive with no Y. But
Olive with right.
like she's perfect. She's literally perfect. See, I talk
She
too much
is.
about her. There's
She's
something wrong with me.
amazing. No, you're excited about your dog. Look at how long I told you my story about
I
Bentley.
just love her so much. She's the best.
Took half the
Do
episode.
you know, I actually like think about her dying so much. It's like a problem.
Don't. Oh gosh. I didn't think about that at all.
No?
I really didn't. No. So look,
I think because
it
Millie
was
died, I think about it.
well, that's probably
But
why.
also
Yeah,
the
because I hadn't
idea,
had that experience before.
oh, yeah, because with Millie, I didn't ever think about that.
That's how I was with Bentley. He was 15. It was May and
Mm,
I was here and my mom called me and she was like, well, that weekend, she was like, Bentley's been like coughing
yeah.
and acting weird. He's not
You can
really
tell. You
eating.
can tell.
Yeah, but she was just like, I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna take him to the vet. So
Mm,
this is like during the height of COVID, May 2020. So took him to the vet, and my parents had to sit in the car
yeah. They're like, we'll
while
meet you
he was
outside.
inside. They were there
Ugh,
like, yeah. So they were there for hours. So I'm calling checking in periodically to see if the vet came back and said anything. So finally, I was on the phone with them, and the vet came outside to like give them the debrief, and they said that he had cancer, lung cancer, and so I was just like legit, this is how in denial I was. I was like, okay, so like, what does that mean? What can we do?
yeah, like what's the siege? Well, what's the surgery?
So,
And you're like, where's
yeah,
chemo? You
what's
know, that's what I
exactly.
would
So
ask.
she was like, but unfortunately, like with his condition and stuff, and like it's progressed so bad, like, cause it came out of nowhere, really. It
Yeah.
wasn't like this. He was getting older, but those are normal things. nothing like blaring out at us that he was like sick. It was just like, oh, he's starting to cough. He's not really eating. Take him to the vet. And then she's like, oh, he has cancer and it's like so totally progressed. And we knew that he was 15. So she was like, so you really have, she's like, and if we did have a procedure, it would just be doing it to do it. So, she left and I was like, I'm on my way. And so that never really crossed my mind. Legit. And I was just like, I saw the life expectancy of dogs, of that breed of dog, but I was just like, oh, well, Bentley can live longer.
You know what? They live long. I mean, if you do anything that's like like
Yeah.
poodle mix, like they do live a long time.
Yeah.
I just think the concept of like getting an animal that you like pour all your love into and becomes such like a fix of your life.
So
But you
attached.
know that
Yeah.
their life expectancy is so short. When I first
In
got her,
comparison to, yeah.
I was like, I'll never forget this. I was like in my room in New York and I was like putting her into her crate and I just like started crying. I'm like, she's going to die. Like she's going to die and I'm going to have to live through that.
Ellyn.
Well, like I said, guys, I've said this now on the podcast. I have a dark mind. I have a dark way of thinking. That's what makes me funny. It is my superpower, but it is also why I'm medicated. So I just feel, I just like, I like really, and that's why, like, when I first had her, I was like, it was like a month in. I was like, Mom, I need you to come here and I need you to help me because I'm like super sleep deprived. I'm like working from home. I'm dealing with like heinous, insane people at my job. I did work at Vice. I can talk more about that at another time. They just literally like closed half of their websites the other day. Oh, it's horrible over there.
Really?
Yeah, we'll talk about that another time.
Okay.
But so I was just like really stressed out and like really worked up. And then, but I was like loving having her. Like she was everything. But like I had her for 1 month and everything was great. And I was like, yes, I was sleep deprived, but like whatever. But then after that month, like this person quit, that person left, they laid off half the team. I was dealing with a crazy person. It was just like it all imploded at once. So I was just like, Mom, come help me. Please come stay with me.
Yeah.
It was like 2021 in the winter.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, because I got her in February 15th. She was born in December. What?
Can I just tell you a quick little caveat? So I wonder what day that was. I just got, Google
Pictures.
shares with you like on this day, So it was like March 2nd or whatever. It was like on this day, like 3 years ago. And it was of me and Olive.
Because you came
and I'm
right
like
when I
sitting
got
on
her.
the floor with her. Yeah. And I was like, oh, me and
so
her.
Sweet. That was so sweet that you
cute.
came and you brought her toys and she loved them and ate them all.
I was happy. I know. Yeah. I was just happy somebody had a dog because over here, hello.
I know. I just love her so much. It's such a pain. It's such a pain to like know.
Such a pain.
It is. It's just so sad because like that she's gonna die, and it just like makes me really sad. And like with Millie, we never got another dog. Like nobody could move on. Nobody could move on. My sister, my parents, like even the concept that I was getting a dog was like shocking. Everyone was like shocked.
And how are your parents? I mean, I've seen them with Olive. Like, are they as infatuated with her?
Yes.
As with Millie?
They like ask to see her on FaceTime and like ask how she's doing and all that. Yeah.
See, and that's the part.
They love her. They don't love other people's dogs though either. They're not like that. They're not going to bend and pet a dog.
Okay, when you say love other people's dog, are you only equating it to petting other people's dogs?
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
It seems like that's the only thing.
I feel like if you like...
Because, if it's like, I don't know. So no one else in your family has dogs?
Well,
but you love your friends' dogs?
In my immediate. My friends' dogs I like.
Okay. That's what I'm saying.
Like I like them enough. You know what I mean? But I'm not like...
Yeah. You're not like a general like...
I'm just like not in general like animal person. Again, dark.
Okay. That's not dark. That's not dark at all.
I also feel similarly sometimes about children.
Think they're cute from afar. All right. Well, dark. Now we are definitively in.
Yeah. I could talk more about like my thoughts on kids at another time as well. But yeah, it is crazy though, like when you do get a dog and then it's like the idea of like, then getting another one eventually, like the way that your family is kind of now circling this idea of like maybe we should get another dog, maybe it's time. It's so hard because in your heart it's like, well, I'm not replacing you. You'll never be replaced.
Not at all. Absolutely not. And it was a friend of mine put me onto this Instagram page where they have these like rescue dogs and everything. And one of them was a Bichon and a poodle. And I was like, I could never get another Bichon.
No, I know. That's why I was like, I
No,
would have gotten a cockapoo, but I
that's
can't.
Bentley.
I can't. So I had to get
Yeah,
something
exactly.
similar.
I literally could not. And, you know,
And my friend Eva sent me
again,
cavapoo. I never
everything,
even heard of a cavapoo.
that's how it usually is.
Yeah.
Like, who knows about these dogs?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know. Obviously, I hadn't even had a dog at that point. But when my friend in high school was like, oh, I have a schnoodle, I fell in love with the word. I was just like, a schnoodle?
It's so
That
cute.
sounds so cute. Like, I want it.
Aww.
And her dog was absolutely adorable. But, you know, they do all these like cool breeds and whatever, and you get attached, and they're so beautiful. Like, but before you have a dog, and I think that's where, you know, you could relate to where I was with Bentley. It's like you don't even, that doesn't even cross your mind.
Yeah.
Because you're just so enamored with this little lovable little furry thing.
She was so cute.
And
she's so tiny. Oh my God. She used to sit on my shoulder during meetings. People thought I had a cat. She used to sit here. She's so cute.
So adorable. And they just like take your heart.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm just like, I love dogs in general. But I think, and what I said to my dad is true. I'm just like, yes, I understand. And it's not a replacement type of thing because, and it's different from a family member. Like we chose Bentley.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It wasn't like my mom and dad had another child or anything like that.
Yeah.
And it was, we chose him.
Yeah.
He came into our life, you know, 16 years into my life or whatever. And Bentley has his place and he will never be replaced, as it did Mickey for the 2 days that we had Mickey. Like he had his place. That's why we didn't name the dog the same thing.
Yeah.
Because they were their own.
They're their own
Little
Do you know
dogs.
some people name like the new dog, they get the same name?
See, I think that's weird.
I think it's a little
because
psychopathic,
that's not fair.
to be honest.
It's not fair.
It's just,
like,
no, it's just really strange. Like you just bought another dog and you named it.
Unless they're trying to hide something. Like,
but you named it the same
like
thing.
Like if you've
like
no, but you know those stories about like the parents that, well, yeah,
like a gold. You can replace a goldfish. You cannot replace a cat or
but
a dog.
You know what
they
it
don't
is?
look.
Hold
they look.
on.
They look
Here's
different.
What
There's things that have to happen with death, right? The dog dies.
There are, and honestly,
if you get a new one, new name.
We're able to process and grieve properly, and we understand.
We're well adjusted.
That a new being, new life this is not Bentley, this is not Mickey, this is so and so. This is not Millie, this is Olive. Yeah. You know what I mean? But other people, Ellyn, they don't have it that maybe something else is going on. But really what I was trying to allude to was the whole, like, you know, when a dad, you've seen like movies and stuff where the dog unfortunately dies or something, gets hit by a car or something. Like Marley, but the kid is like 6 and they're, I never saw that. But
oh my God, Asha.
Dog lover, fake dog lover.
Yeah, okay. I've seen Marley and Me. That kills me, that movie.
You've seen all the things.
You've seen Homeward Bound. Aja.
I don't know if I've ever heard of that.
Aja. It's about the 3 animals that get lost when their family moves and they traipse all around to find the new home. And they go back to their respective family at the end. I see the ending scene and I cry every time. You need to watch this movie. It's
Homeward Bound. Let me put that on my Google Watch list.
Oh my God. Move it to the top.
And Marley and Me.
Move it to the top.
Marley and Me probably came out like 2005.
Those
Will it? Yeah. The Incredible Journey, 1993. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. All right.
Sally Fields is the voice of the cat.
To my list.
It's a good one.
Never heard this. Is this a Disney film?
I have no idea. It's like real dogs and cats that have human voices. You know, it's like Air Bud.
Oh, I loved Air Bud.
Yeah, well, there you go. You'll love this. This will destroy you.
Okay, great. Thanks. This will destroy you. You're going to love it.
So horrible. This is going to destroy you. Enjoy.
It's going to be amazing. But yeah, so yeah, the kid that they don't want to tell the kid that Spot unfortunately got hit by a car, so they just go get another Spot. And that's like a secret between mom and dad or whatever.
Okay, so here's the thing though, that Spot dying is an opportunity for like a teachable learning experience. It is an opportunity.
I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying.
I love how like we're on the same page, that like Yeah, that's when I would I would take that time to
Oh
explain
man, that's a
in
teachable
in a
moment.
child-friendly way how like sometimes,
Yes.
people that we love are no longer with us and that's what it is,
Yeah.
But anyone who
Mhm.
I mean, if you don't take the moments that life presents you to teach and educate and learn and develop your person and your
Yes.
children emotionally, like what are you doing? Because
No.
at 3
Can
years
we
old, they're not going to
that's
get
a
it,
whole
period.
conversation.
The dog disappears.
No.
They're not even going to think twice.
And they never saw it
They never
again.
saw it again. They're
Right.
just like, oh, whatever. But at 7, 8, like it's a moment where you can actually educate this child and like help them be prepared for
Mhm.
life. But if you're not
For
taking that
life.
moment, if
Yeah.
you're not taking the time for that, what are we doing?
What are we doing here?
Yeah.
No, seriously. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I was telling a friend last week. I heard this phrase, not a parent yet. However, this like stuck with me. And they said, "We're not raising children. We're raising adults who are going through childhood."
Mm,
And I thought that was so profound because it's like, just like you mentioned in the beginning of this episode, full circle, about, not raising like a human being, someone who's going to contribute to society. When you're raising a kid, you are. And they have to be, and there's this balance that I feel parents probably have to, and obviously I can only speak on it to a certain extent, but I can speak to how I was raised.
mm-hmm.
There's this balance that parents have to find with keeping your child in a child's like place, for
Mm-hmm.
lack of a better word, but also having those opportunities to teach them about life. Because if you don't take that opportunity to teach them about something, you're no longer, the front runner in that category. If they're learning it from TikTok or from YouTube or whatever, or a friend at school, then you no longer have the authority there.
Exactly.
So it's like you might as well be the
Mm-hmm.
one whom they can trust and be like, you know what, my mom and dad told me about this. Something like this has happened or whatever. And they can go back to you, talk about the thing, and process it in the way that you feel is appropriate for their age and like where they are in
Yeah.
life. And that's so important. So that there's real validity in that, and saying like, well, that would be the moment where you tell them, unfortunately, Spot is no longer with us,
Yeah. Because
and you go about it in an
that's the
appropriate,
thing. I
age
mean, like, there's
appropriate
so
manner.
much discourse. I feel like this is so indicative of like how our conversations go. It's like, totally laughy,
Yes.
jokey, but then we have like
For
this
all of
real conversation. But it's like,
serious
it's so
conversation.
indicative of like just even a lot of the discourse in the country right now about like even
Mm-hmm.
something is just silly as like people being upset about like drag in libraries or like drag in certain town and like in
Hmm.
states or whatever, where it's like, yeah, but like it's a form of self-expression. It's a form of, if your child is very young, then you explain whatever it is to them in a way that they can comprehend it, right? You
Right.
can't explain, you know, very complex things to a child because they don't have the emotional intelligence nor the vocabulary
They
or the
haven't
ability to
developed it yet.
process what you're being told.
Right.
But you
Mm-hmm.
can explain to them that like people like different things and this is the way someone expresses themselves and how you want to express
Right.
yourself is completely valid. And you should be able to go
Yes.
into the world and feel safe, and you should celebrate other people who go into the world and express themselves. Like that's the baseline of like the beginning of a conversation, but you're also, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
laying the groundwork for not only growing a person who can like positively contribute to society and like teaching them, but you're also giving their brain like you're giving them the foundation for being a good person,
Like exactly.
right?
That's the
Because
the foundation.
different
Exactly.
is not wrong and different from you is
Mm-hmm.
not bad. And I think that like the
Mm-hmm.
second you can start teaching that to somebody is like foundationally like important. So it's
Right.
like all that kind of stuff. It's again, like I don't have kids. I can't speak to like the experience. And I know it's hard on a day-to-day basis, but that's also why I'm
Mm-hmm.
firmly in the camp that you genuinely shouldn't have kids if you're not prepared for that. On a day in,
Mm-hmm.
day out, you are responsible. And every single thing you do is putting together the puzzle of this person. Okay, the last thing we can talk about, I think we talked about our dogs
Wow.
till we're like literally blue in the face. Um,
That's yeah,
we
definitely.
love we love all animals. Everyone is God's
We
creatures. Two
do.
by two onto the
Shout out to
raft.
all the pet owners. Yes. What?
What is it? On
Male
the
and
ark,
female, each of
Noah's
these.
Ark. So our favorite food spot in the city is called NAYA, and it is like a
Mm-hmm.
Lebanese Chipotle.
Absolutely.
And
Oh gosh,
it's the best food you'll ever have in your life. It's so good. They have
it is
all different types of like the protein, and then you have like the rice and like the lettuce and tomato, and then baba ganoush and hummus and garlic whip, and it's just absolutely delicious. Pickled turnips and like Lebanese cucumbers. It's just so good. And when they opened a location, red and green sauces, so good. They opened a location near-ish to where Aja and I are based out of New Jersey. I live in LA full time. Right. So, but when I go see my family and I stay with them.
But when she goes to New Jersey,
when I come back to New Jersey, this is the closest location. Technically, it's not closer than the New York location for us. The New York location is
not quite. If you look at the mileage,
mileage-wise closer, but as traffic goes,
who's crossing the bridge?
No one's crossing the bridge if they don't have to. We're just going to go to the Paramus location. It is in fact closed. Right. And you know what?
It is.
You called it. That location was terrible. That's not a good location for NAYA.
I know it.
I personally feel responsible because the last time I was home, I did not go once. And I was home
That's
for
probably
2 weeks.
Why. Because you made it a tradition to go every single time.
I went 3 times when I was home for Thanksgiving.
I can't believe
I went 3 times.
It's you.
It's my fault.
Listen,
I'll take the ownership.
It's so good that because they don't have any in California yet.
No, and so that's what I was DMing them about. I said, you need the New Jersey location, they're opening in Jersey City. So I mean,
tell me everything that they said to you.
So pull it up on my phone really quick.
Please.
So just so we're all on the same page. Just in case anyone's watching.
Also a NAYA fan.
He's also a NAYA fan. Okay, so hold on, let me go into my DMs. Okay, Eat NAYA. They have one in Montvale, New Jersey.
I know.
Which is close to where my sister lives, so that works for me because I stay by my sister a lot when I come home too.
Oh,
so that's
great.
good for me. So sorry for you, but that's good for me. And then
sorry to this.
I'm sorry to this man. I could walk down the street, I would not know who he was.
Kiki.
I don't know who he is.
Sorry.
I fucking love Kiki Palmer.
She's amazing.
And then she said, so I told her, I said, LA needs you ASAP on the west side. Literally, I was very specific. On the west side, Santa Monica or Culver City. And they go, they're opening in Jersey City tomorrow, which was yesterday. So today they opened in Jersey City. And then they said, we'll tackle the East Coast first and then move mid, which I'm assuming is like Midwest.
Oh, mid.
Which you don't, like no, Chicago, don't go mid. Nobody from New York has transplanted mid. We all transplanted to LA. Come to LA.
Definitely.
I literally
LA really should be the first.
My LA
spot.
friends that are New York transplants, when they saw me post about NAYA, that they live in LA, and they saw me post about NAYA when I was home, they were like, "Oh my God, is it here? Is it here?
Is there one here?"
Yes, and I said, "No, I'm back east." They said, "Fuck you." They like literally were so upset. And I'm telling you, it would do so well. You know what? I'm going to DM them back. I'm going to tell them Alfalfa is a salad shop that is in Jersey City and Hoboken, and they opened a location in Santa Monica, and it's flying. It's doing so well. So I'm going to DM them, and I'm going to tell them about Alfalfa. I'm going to forward the Alfalfa account to them.
Yes.
I am
change all of their corporate plans, their growth plans.
I am single-handedly going to get NAYA to come to LA. And when it does,
single-handedly,
if I am not invited to the opening, and if I don't have a lifetime like black card for NAYA,
seriously,
how hard do we ride for NAYA?
A lifetime. No, listen.
Come on.
We ride so hard. I mean, and first of all, they have the fast food Chipotle style restaurant, but they also have like a dine-in,
like a real legit restaurant,
full-on restaurant.
Yeah,
exactly. Also in the city. Try it is just as good.
Yes.
We've gone there as well. Also endorse it. NAYA is literally. I went there for my birthday.
I know. So
that's how amazing it is. I was just happy to have a NAYA meal.
It is my
really,
favorite
really
food.
is delicious. And, I only found this out because on Saturday, Brandon was like, oh, like, what should we eat? He was like, how about some NAYA? And I was like, you know what? Yes. So then it was like 7:20. And I was like, oh, but I think they close at 8:00. Girl, when I sent you that screenshot, I was like, permanently closed? Are you kidding me? And I was afraid in the beginning.
No. If you're going to compete with Chipotle, you need to rock the same hours as Chipotle.
You need to compete with Chipotle.
You need to compete with Chipotle. You need to
be
in Chipotle.
Because then we're going to be like, oh, I guess I'm just going to have Chipotle.
Exactly. And it's the same price too. It's affordable, and you definitely get more food here.
It's the same.
You definitely get more food at NAYA than you get at Chipotle, which I think
different flavors. If people
are always shocked by how much they get at Chipotle, to hear us say that you're going to get more at NAYA, And it's definitely healthier.
No lies.
100% healthier.
Definitely healthier.
And it's way more flavorful. So we're really upset about the whole NAYA thing. We're waiting for NAYA to sponsor us. I mean, it would benefit you more than me because I'm out here in, according to them, Timbuktu. Mid.
Apparently they're not coming there until the next century. Yeah.
Like, literally. I'm like, okay.
I'm going to have to start taking a trip to Montvale.
No, just go to Jersey City. Gosh. Just go to Jersey City.
That's not closer. Jersey City is more a headache because at least in Montvale I can park.
That's so true. Jersey City, you're going to be like circling the block.
Right, circling the block. Exactly. For that, I might as well have gone to the city.
Yeah, so you're going to have to drive out Route 80 to Montvale. I'm going to have to make it a trip. Yeah. Montvale.
Or I can take the Garden State Parkway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that.
Truly, so nice I'm devastated. 17. I'm literally devastated. I'm very upset. I'm very upset. I literally can't even explain the level of upsetness.
No, guys, listen. When Ellyn comes here from LA, the first place we see each other is at NAYA.
Yes.
Like, that's where we go.
Yes.
And we'll probably see, if she's here for 2 weeks, we'll probably see them 2 to 3 times.
Yes. 100%.
Because it is just that good. Because she has to get her, she has to get her fix while she's out here.
Well, at the farmer's market by my house, there is this brand called Brothers Products, which shout out to them.
Okay.
And they do like the
Lebanese
Persian pickles, the pickled turnips, really, really good hummuses, amazing tzatziki. Yeah. So right now in my fridge, I have pickled turnips. So I make NAYA bowls regularly in my home.
What?
Yeah, I'll do like a little bit of turkey meat, olive oil, lemon juice, garlic, salt, pepper, oregano, saute. I'll make a little rice, add the rice to the pan, toss on top of like chopped head of romaine lettuce. And then on top of that, I'll do the turnips. I'll do sliced up tomatoes, hummus that I get from them, which is incredible. Store-bought hummus has nothing on this hummus. I don't
like store-bought hummus.
Oh my God, I literally just said that to my friend the other day. I will not eat store-bought hummus. It's
Thank
so
you, Ellyn.
grainy.
Oh my gosh.
It's so grainy.
It's disgusting.
Oh, disgusting.
I'm sorry to all of y'all, but no.
No, it's fresh hummus
like
from my guy at the market.
Homemade.
It's incredible. You have to come visit so you can eat this food. It's so incredibly good.
Okay. Brothers. No, I really have to come out there, seriously.
You really do.
We're going to do a live podcast.
We really should.
I'm behind.
And then what else do I do?
I get
tzatziki. Their tzatziki is really good. It's very thick. But I'll put tzatziki on top. Sometimes I'll add some avocado because I have avocado and you have to use it,
So wait. I know you were DMing Eat NAYA. What you should do, if they're dead set on this whole mid thing, is get them to start bottling the sauces. Because remember, that was a whole thing. Seriously. Because then you can have your brother's products, tzatziki, and then you have the red and green sauce for NAYA.
They're really what is it? They're like cutting their nose off to spite their face type
exclusive
thing. Yeah. I just feel like they're fucking up their business plan, and I feel like we could help them. I feel like we could help. I'm so, they could at least do a pop-up here to test the waters.
A pop-up would be nice. That would be great.
I'm going to just keep DMing them and be like a thorn in their side until they come here.
You should do a pop-up until they mute you.
No, genuinely, they are going to mute me. There is no one who rides harder for NAYA. I will say it again.
No one. And if you muted her, you would be in the wrong.
Yes.
Okay.
I have been going
literally
to NAYA
she's your biggest fan aside from me.
2013 on the 43rd and 3rd location when I worked at 46th and 3rd in New York.
Yes.
And I would go there for lunch, for dinner. I brought Aja with me. That wasn't the first time you had it?
That's how I fell in love.
Is that where you first time had it? When we met up that time?
Yeah, you put me on.
Oh, I thought it went to a different location.
Yeah.
Okay, so I brought her into it, right? Look at
I didn't know about it.
Look at the devotion that we have between the two of us.
Devoted.
Anybody I know that has had NAYA loves NAYA. Everyone I know that has moved out of Manhattan and has moved all over the country remembers the deliciousness that is NAYA. You need to go on Shark Tank. You need to get some capital investment and you need to make it happen. Because this
This
is
passion
ridiculous.
just comes from a desire.
Because you know what I'm going
Right.
to do? I'm going to open my own
What are you
NAYA,
gonna do?
and it's going to be called Ion.
Okay. But yes, I do.
Oh, it's so upsetting, and now I'm
So
starving.
anyway, we're
now I'm so
very
hungry,
upset.
Aja.
Now
What the
I'm hungry
frick?
too.
Well, at least
I
it's dinner
really
time for
am.
you. It's not dinner time for me.
True.
I guess I'll just go
What
drink
is
some
it?
water.
Oh, it's like 1. Well, it's
Let's go
lunchtime,
drink some water.
right?
Thank you all so much for watching or listening and or both.
Yes, indeed.
Take care of your animals. Go to your favorite food places while they're
Love
open.
them. That's right. Patron your favorite spots because you just never know.
You never know.
That moment when you're hungry, they just might not be there.
Life will take your favorite things from you.
And I'm sorry to you if that happens.
So enjoy them while you have it. Live in the moment.
Oh, man.
If you're ever
That's
wondering
right.
if you should go to that restaurant, do it.
Mm-hmm. Go.
Because there'll be a
right
day
now.
when it's not there. And if NAYA ever went out of business entirely, I wouldn't want to know. I don't want to live in a world that NAYA doesn't exist.
If NAYA's not there,
don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Don't tell me, please.
I don't want to know. Thank you for listening to the Regents podcast. I'm Ellyn.
The Regents.
Okay, I want to have a singing intro. You should do a singing intro.
Okay, we'll make a jingle.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks, y'all. We love you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.